Hey y'all, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. It's me, Nicole, with Her Empowerment. How y'all doing? I hope y'all had a good day. I just got off work and I had to come on and get this word out that God been talking to me about. He said to me yesterday and he reminded me again today. And I told y'all before, when God got something to tell you and he wants you to say or do, he gonna keep nudging at your spirit. And that's what he been doing to me with this word. And y'all know I'm about my Father's business. So I pray this word minister to your soul, to your spirit, to your mind. I hope you share this and let it reach others as well as yourself. I just hope and pray that you understand and ask God for insight and wisdom and knowledge and understanding of his word. And also to pray and ask him for guidance. Ask him to just lead you. Just ask him to lead you and take the word that he gives me and you all take it and go pray and ask him what he wants you to do with this word. Again, like I say, thank y'all. And also, I ask you that you share it. If you don't do nothing else, share the video, which I pray that you listen to the video and take notes. And I pray that you share it, whether you on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you seeing this video at. I pray that you share it. Always share, because there's always somebody. If this word or every word is always for somebody. If it's not for you, it's for somebody else. Somebody that you know, somebody that comes in your path. It's for somebody. So again, please subscribe and please share this word. So let's get to it. It's Luke 12:48, and I'm looking down because I had to write down what he has been telling me. I write, and y'all, my handwriting is not perfect. So, but I'm going to make sure you get this word. And we're coming from Luke 12:48. What God has been talking to me about, y'all, is to whom much is given, much is required. And like I said yesterday, God has given me a word for somebody, but at the same time, gave me the word for myself. Because there's some stuff he's dealing with me about. I'm not perfect. I'm just like y'all. I'm on this walk. I'm on this journey just like y'all. And God talks to me daily. He ministers to me daily just like he does y'all. So I'm going to give it to you the way he gave it to me. And he gave it to me for something that, again, I've been praying about. Something that he want me to be obedient about, want me to do his will. Basically, like, do what I told you to do. Hey, like I said, this is my Father. Of course, he's going to chastise me just like he do everybody else. So, again, Luke 12:48. To whom much is given, much is required. That means God is holding all of us responsible with what he has entrusted us with, what he has blessed us with, whether it's wealth, whether it's talents, whether it's time, whether it's knowledge. Regardless of what it is expected that we benefit others. Basically, like, say, like, for instance, if he done gave you money, it's for you, but it's also to help others. Like I said, told you before, it's better to give than to receive. So what God has given you and you're not taking it responsible, God don't like it. God don't like that. We got to be responsible for what he has given us. A lot of us sometimes don't take full responsibility for the things that God has given us, like a job. Sometimes we take it for granted. We'll go to work and we're just there. And sometimes that job is there to teach you some stuff on that job, because it's something he needs you to learn from that job, because it's somewhere that he's taking you. But you just going there and just treating it like it's a job. You're not going in there grateful that, for one, that you earning your paycheck. Two, He's giving you a free course. You didn't have to go to college for it. Put you in that place to where you can learn and get what you need to get for where he's taking you. How many of you know that he can be taking you to own your own business, and the job you at, he got you in a position to where you learning how to manage money or how to do invoices. You know, you just got to be grateful, be a good steward, be good money management. You have to do right, take responsibility. So inside on in Luke 12:42 through 44, God says, God defines the faithful and wise manager, as one who gives food and other allowances at the proper time. When the master returns and finds the faithful servants managing his resources well, he put him in charge over all of the possessions. Okay, let me break that down. To whom much is given, much is required. If you can be faithful where you at right now and manage it right, be a good steward over it, he will bless you with bigger, like I say, your own business. If you do right by where you at now. If you take care this car that you driving now, the car that you praying for, he gonna bless you with it. You have to be grateful for where you at now so he can bless you with the other. He can't give you $1 million if you can't handle just $200, if you can't manage it right. To whom much is given, much is required. Okay, let me keep on reading. God said we should be using whatever gift he has given us to serve others and also to be a faithful steward. We can't be out here and not doing the will of God. Out here playing, feeling like, well, hey, God done gave me a calling, and he know I'm gonna do my stuff, but I'm gonna do it on my time and I'm gonna do it in my way. No, it's God's will. So you have to do his will because he called you and chosen you for his glory. It's for your good, but it's for his glory. And if you don't want to do it, he will take it and give it to somebody else that will. And then you're going to be mad because you're not reaping the blessings. I'm flipping my page. Okay, like I said, this is day 2 that God has been speaking to me while talking to somebody else. Y'all, he have literally placed people around me with different situations and different circumstances about this topic. Also, while pointing back at me. So, like, for instance, we just going to give an example. Say, like, a friend of mine's. Just say she complaining about the house that God has given her. And the whole time she's complaining, but she's not taking care of that house. If you're not doing what God asked you to do with what you got, how you expect to move further in life or get a 5-bedroom? Being a good steward. To whom much is given, much is required. That's just like saying, that was one example. Okay, another one example is, like I said, I wrote down here, y'all. And like I said, I get quiet because I be trying to hear him as I'm reading. And so don't think I'm on here just putting stuff together. I get quiet because I try to hear him, and hear God, and also read what he done already told me. So like I said, we got to be faithful. Just like God is basically giving me a ministry. How do I look not getting on here and saying what God want me to say, or do what God want me to do because I feel like I don't want to be on the camera, or this ain't what I want to do? It's a reason why I'm on this camera. It's the reason why, because I'm doing God's will. It ain't about what I feel. It ain't about me being shy or something like that. I have to do what God asked me to do so I can go further and wherever else He's taking me. It's called being obedient. To whom much is given and much is required. He's given me a ministry, and guess what? It's required my time to not be on looking at TV, looking at Netflix, looking at Facebook, on TikTok, whatever, taking a nap. To whom much is given, much is required. It's required of me to sit down and listen to Him, read His Word, pray, go pray for others, basically talk to others, listen to others, write His Word, fast. I mean, everything that comes with that is required of me to do that. To whom much is given, much is required. Just like God gave you a business. If He done gave you a business, you can't just say, well, now I got my own business, I'm just going to sit at home and do nothing. It's a time for that. But instead, you still have to go and run your business. You still have to manage your business. You still have to be faithful and grateful over your business. Because if you don't, God will take it away from you. And you probably say, well, this is a little old business. Well, guess what? Fine. It's a little old business right now. But if you do right by it right now, guess what He gonna do? That business gonna blow up. To whom much is given, much is required. Just like God has given you children. Yeah, we know children get on your nerves. I get it. Yeah, I'm a mother as well. But it requires you to take time out for that child. It requires you to listen to that child. It requires you to train up that child in the way he should go. It requires of you to be a mother and a father. To whom much is given, much is required. God done gave you a spouse. Yeah, y'all might be having problems right now and issues and argument or whatever, but it takes work. Ain't no relationship, no marriage is easy. I'm here to tell you. It takes work from both parties. It takes you praying with and for your spouse. It takes you putting God at the head and the center and around you in that relationship. To whom much is given, much is required. God has given you a job, like I said before. To whom much is given, much is required. You have to go to work. You can't just sit there and say, I want a paycheck. It ain't going to just fall in your lap. You got to go to work. You got to show up. Not just show up for the time, but you got to show up on that job. Again, like I said earlier, you don't know what God doing with you at that job. You have to show up and show out. Don't worry about what everybody is doing. Don't worry about who like you, who don't like you. That ain't. You got to learn to know when God got you in a place, when God is testing you. To whom much is given, much is required. If God done gave you plenty of food, somebody down the street or somebody you know done had a conversation with you and told you they wish they was able to have some assistance, or they was like, I ain't got nothing to eat, I got to wait till I get paid. To whom much is given, much is required. You think they're just going to come to you and just tell you that? Yeah, you got to watch people, because some people have wrong motives. Discerning spirit. But when God tell you, share that food. Share it. It again, all this blessings is just not for us. It's to serve others. We are here to serve. We are here to share. That nice house. I'm not telling you to let everybody stay in your house. But you got somebody that you can trust, and God had sent. God had sent and said they needed somewhere to lay their head for the night. To whom much is given, much is required. Or, like I say, you got a 2-bedroom right now, and you don't feel like your 2-bedroom is worth nothing. You complaining about that 2-bedroom. But somebody ain't got a 2-bedroom. To whom much is given, much is required. You maintain and be grateful for what God done gave you right now. Whether it's food, whether it's a house, whether it's money, whatever it is. You be grateful. And you manage it right. Your time, you manage your time right. You manage your money right. And if you feel like, I don't know how to do none of that, well, you can always ask, and you shall receive. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door shall be open. That means go to God and ask him to give you a vision for those areas. Ask him to give you strategies to help you with managing. If you never had to manage anything, or don't know how to manage anything, go to God. He will help you with it. Or he will send divine help. He will send somebody to help you. He will send the right person. But you have to go to God first. Basically, like I say, all these things I have named, and I'm reading off my notes. All the things I have named that God has said that he have given you to manage and maintain and be a good steward. You have to be trusted. God has to trust you to be a blessing to something and someone else. This stuff, y'all, God has given us so much to see how and what we're gonna do with what we got. Like I say, God is working on some of us are in our new, some of us are heading towards our new. We have to stop complaining and stop mismanaging a lot of stuff. That's old mindset. That's old way of thinking. That's old way of doing. That's the way you was already programmed to think like that. But like I always say, when you know better, you do better. You have to ask God for help. Show me my new ways. Show me how to handle this the way you want me to handle this. Show me how to manage my money the way you want me to manage. Show me how to be grateful. Who can I bless today? How can I bless them today? It ain't always about money. Who can I give my time to today? Who can I pray for today? Who can I share a blessing with today? Now again, not just money. If he tell you to go get money, hey, do it. If you feel like you only got $1,000 and you got XYZ to pay, I am a person that can sit here and tell you, to this day, I don't understand how God do math. His way of math is so just amazing. I done seen him in my personal life take this amount and do this amount. Blow my mind every time. So again, if you got $1,000 and you got $3,500 worth of stuff you need to pay or do, I promise you, God can help you. If you got $1,000 and you don't know how to manage it, you feel like you finna go to Popeyes and you got a refrigerator full of food. You ain't managing it right. Because that's just your mindset to say, hey, I'll do it another time. Or I'll make up for it, I'll put that money back. To whom much is given is required. It's required for you to take responsibility for the things God has blessed you with, entrusted you with, and given you. You have to be a faithful and manageable person that God has given all of us so much. We can't be sitting out here just wasting time, wasting God's time, and not doing what He asks us to do. Again, go pray for somebody. And like I said, if you don't know who, you don't know how, you can always ask God. Lead me, direct me, show me. Just like you talk to me, just like you talk to your friends, and you talk to God like that. That's why He say seek Him first. Seek Him first. Before you go to everybody, seek Him first. And just because He don't answer you in the next 5 minutes, that don't mean you go run the Pookie or somebody like that. You wait. You take it to Him and go sit down and wait. And let Him answer you. And if you're unsure when He answers you, you go back to Him and you wait again. God gonna send confirmation on what He done already told you. He gonna send it to let you know it's Him. He gonna send it to let you know this is something I told you to do. Whether it's 3, 4, 5 times, it's gonna keep coming to you. That's when you know it's God. And don't be slow to move. Move. Don't block your blessings. Don't you delay your blessings by not doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Get some responsibility. Because to whom much is given, much is required. Y'all be blessed.